Okay, percussionists, today we're talking about the claves and how to properly play them to get the best sound out of them. So they may seem like pretty simple instruments, but there's a little bit of complexity that we got to get into here. First off, it's going to be, the rhythms are usually pretty simple unless you're playing Latin music, and we'll talk later on in your rhythm training career about the clave rhythms that are named after these instruments that come from Latin music. But it's going to be pretty basic quarter notes. You're not usually playing anything too fast on these. But the hard part of these instruments comes from actually playing them. So we can't just hold them like this and hit them together. Okay? What we want to do is get the best possible sound out. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your left hand and make this shape. You're creating a cradle for the clave to sit in, like this, so that the wood can resonate. Because remember, sound comes from vibrating, and if we're holding this, we're stopping some of the full vibrations of these. Okay, then we're going to take the other stick in our hand, almost holding it like a snare stick, and we're going to hit it perpendicular. That means at a 90-degree angle across like this. We don't want to do that because that's going to stop the vibration too. We just want to hit in a minimal spot, perpendicular 90 degrees to the clave that's resting in our little cradle that we've created. Basically, it's sitting on your nail. So if I bring this up here, hopefully you can see that. Boom, I just set the clave right in there. It takes a little practice to get it balanced, but that's okay. Okay, so you can hear the difference, that versus, okay, and this is why we really have to practice playing these auxiliary percussion instruments. Now, one more subtlety of the claves is the sticks are two different sizes, okay? And so one is going to create a higher pitch and one is going to create a lower pitch. Can you guess which one? It's kind of weird, actually. When you're hitting with the bigger stick on the little stick, it's going to create a lower pitch. So what you can do is you can change up which clave you're using in order to best fit the music. Sometimes the higher pitch is going to cut through more, so if the clave is a little loud, we might switch to the smaller one in our left hand so the pitch goes down and it's a little less abrasive and cuts through the audience. Again, that's going to be up to either the director you're playing with, telling you which clave to use, or your own, and when you first start out, use your own musical intuition to think, okay, I think the higher pitch clave is going to sound better. And you may even switch between them in different parts, depending upon the situation. Okay? Usually notated on the third space for the claves, and the rhythms aren't usually super complicated, and the hard part is playing them. So again, cradle them, and then hit them perpendicular, and you'll get a nice, beautiful sound out of these claves.